of snow on the way, as well as some much colder temperatures. All the details coming up in your Iowa forecast.
Zach is also here in the studio with your national forecast. Today is December 2nd, and this is today's edition of Si's Eyes on the Skies.
And on ISU TV, broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa, this is Si's Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Si's Eyes on the Skies starts now.
Hello.
I messed her all up. See, she has a script here on Si's on this, guys, and she doesn't know how to stick to it. That's no stick.
Sorry.
Script.
All right, we're going to banter about the national weather. So what's going on in the national weather?
Well, right now there actually is some severe storms, winter snowstorms in the North Sea. You got me so messed up.
Sorry.
In the Dakotas right now, and they're going to stay up there for throughout most of the beginning of the week. But once that system pushes through, extreme cold, Arctic cold actually, is going to be throughout most of the north. And it's going to be a mess out there towards the end of the week. So, I mean, there's some snow working on. We don't seem to see any of it, or just a little bit of it throughout the week here in Iowa. Corey will have more on that later on. But the snow is going to stay north, and actually totals from anywhere from 4 up to a foot is around most of the lower lying areas in the Dakotas, and anywhere higher in the mountains, it will definitely get over a foot easily. So it will be a windy mess out there. So it doesn't seem to come our way though. So that's kind of good.
We'll see the cold, won't we?
We will see the cold coming in throughout most of the Midwest. In fact, all the Midwest, and it should dive all temperatures well below normal for this time of year throughout all the Midwest and throughout most of the country. So it's definitely a very early plunge of some very cold air, and Corey will have what that has on the impact in central Iowa. So.
All right, well, thanks, Zach.
All right, and as far as being below normal for temperatures, that is going to be an understatement by the time we are finished.
Below, way below?
Yeah. I don't know how low, well, we'll see how low we could get here in central Iowa coming up a little later on, but I know just up to our north, up in portions of Minnesota, they could be seeing single-digit highs by the time Thursday, Friday rolls around.
That's usually what we see in January.
Yeah, so winter's upon us, folks. Hope you're ready, because it's not going to wait any longer. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the graphics, and we'll start off with, there they are, with our current temperatures right now across the local area. We are sitting at 37 in Ankeny, 48 in Des Moines. We're at 39 here in Ames. We're going to shift on up to the north just a little bit. It's 39 in Fort Dodge, 41 in Perry, and 35 in Iowa Falls. And as I mentioned, we do have the temperatures. They will start to slide later on in the week, but we will stay mild at least through tomorrow before we start getting a chance of some rain and then eventually some snow moving in. And as far as your day planner for tomorrow, by 7 a.m. we'll look for 36 degrees and 48 by the middle of the afternoon and 39 by 9 o'clock tomorrow night. We're going to stay with mostly cloudy skies throughout most of the day for your Tuesday, with that chance of the rain starting to move in by tomorrow night. We'll take a closer look at your Iowa forecast coming up in just a little bit. Kerry, back to you.
Thanks, Corey. Stay tuned to Si's Eyes on the Skies. We'll be right back with your national forecast after this short break.
Welcome back to Si's Eyes on the Skies. This is Zach Mlcoch, meteorologist, here for your national forecast. Today was a pretty good day around most of the country. Now, we had 70 in Dallas, and it was a little colder up north with a 38 in Minneapolis, 48 in Billings, and 62 in Denver. So it will get a lot colder throughout the central and north central part of the whole United States coming up later in the week. But currently in the Northeast, it has been a pretty warm day out there. Syracuse is coming in at 36 right now, 47 down in Washington, and 42 in Pittsburgh. We do have a 43 also in New York and a 40 in Boston. So it is going to be a pretty mild night tonight in the northeast. We're going to shift it down to the southeast where we have, southeast where we have 53 in Atlanta right now, 56 in Little Rock, and 66 in the New Orleans area. So it has been a really nice day and a really nice night. Will continue throughout most of the country. 60 in Las Vegas, 68 in Phoenix right now, 58 in San Francisco. And one more time, we'll go up north. Seattle's coming in right now at 43. So throughout most of the area and throughout most of the country, we are in the mid to upper 40s throughout the entire United States. 48 here in Des Moines right now, and those temperatures are pretty nice out there for tonight, but they will be diving come the middle to the end of the week. Clouds over radar outside show that we have a big plume of snow off in Montana, be working its way into North and South Dakota. A little bit of rain snow mix across Idaho as well, and this is going to be staying up there for quite some time. We're going to zoom in on that area right now. We are under a winter watch advisory through most of the Dakotas, and we are under winter weather storm watch as well through Montana, Idaho, and over in that general area. Now we are going to zoom out and look at the warnings. Like I said, the winter storm warning is in effect for Montana and parts of North and South Dakota. The winter weather advisory is in Minnesota right now. We do have a little bit of some gusts coming in off the west coast, but this is going to definitely help the snow and rain mixes throughout most of the northwest and definitely throughout the whole entire area. So the main part is that snow. Looking at a futurecast right now, the snow does linger tonight into tomorrow, and that does help give higher snow totals. Snow totals through the area should look from 4 inches to about a foot or more of snow in the north central part of the United States and northwest. Now, the system does linger all through Tuesday, all through Wednesday as well, and it does start to build out of the area come throughout the later part of the week, where we get some dry air and some very cold conditions throughout most of the United States. Pick city of the week is Chicago, Illinois, my hometown. Tuesday, 55. Wednesday coming in at 39, and temperatures do take a dive throughout the rest of the week. Friday is coming in at 24. And it does warm up a little bit, like I said at the beginning of the week, but it does cool down a lot coming in Friday and Saturday. But it does warm up a tad bit on your Sunday and Monday, coming in at 28 on Sunday and 29 on Monday. So that is it for the national forecast. Back to you.
Thanks, Zach. Looks like it's going to get chilly out there for most of the country. All right, now let's take a look at today's trivia question. In what year was Sky-Worn Recognition Day developed by the National Weather Service? Was it A, 1980, B, 1987, C, 1992, or D, 1999? We'll be right back after this break with the answer to your question.
She an artist.
Welcome back, and let's take another look at today's trivia question. In what year was Sky-Worn Recognition Day developed by the National Weather Service? The answer is D, 1999. And now we'll head over to Corey at the wall with your Iowa forecast.
Hey, thanks, Kerry, and I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving break. It ended up being a very quiet break across central Iowa. We'll start off with our highs for today. Much cooler off to the north and east. 41 in Mason City, 39 in Waterloo. Made up to 46 in Ames. Same thing in Fort Dodge. Made it into the middle 50s out across western Iowa. As far as the clouds and radar go over the past 6 hours, we have seen a bit of a break in the clouds. You'll see it right there. But otherwise, we are going to start to fill back in overnight tonight, and the clouds will stick around all the way through our Tuesday before we start bringing a chance of rain and snow moving into Wednesday and Wednesday night. Across the state right now, it's 38 degrees in Mason City, 37 in Waterloo, 48 in Des Moines, and 43 in Ottumwa. As far as the futurecast goes, we're just going to have a system of low pressure sitting overhead for the next couple of days or so, and at least for tomorrow, we will stay dry just with the clouds. The rain just up to the south of Minneapolis, but then as we move one more time, the snow starts to build into the northern portion of the region, but it looks like we are going to stay dry just with the cloud cover as we move through Wednesday night, and that's when we'll start seeing our chance of seeing some rain and snow. The winds across the state right now are out of the south-southeast, Fairly gusty in Mason City and Waterloo at 15 miles per hour, 7 miles per hour in Ames, and 12 mile per hour winds right now in Atumwa. Look at current temps. We may have already looked at this, I don't remember, but 32 degrees in Waterloo, 30 in Mason City, and 33 in Fort Dodge. Overnight tonight in Ames, we're going to look for 34 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. It's still going to be above average, but like I said, and we'll see that in the 7-day in just a second, we are going to slide dramatically. Winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10. 48 for your high tomorrow. Calming winds, and it's still going to be mild with those winds out of the south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day, our 20% chance of seeing a few showers and maybe an isolated snow shower on Wednesday, 32 for your high. Then there it is, 18 for your high Thursday, Friday, 17. Getting down 18 by Saturday. We do get back up into the 20s by the time we hit Saturday and Sunday, but I'm afraid to say it looks like winter may be here because although winter hasn't officially began in or across the U.S. There we go. I got it out. It took me a minute. But the meteorological winter officially started yesterday, so it's only right that we start seeing these cool temperatures.
Yeah, by the way, happy second day of meteorological winter. It's going to be a long,
Snowy?
arduous journey.
Yeah.
How many more other words can you squeeze in there?
Long.
Okay.
Long.
See, now this is where we need Zach Sharp up here. He always has some kind of a random fact for us. What do you got? You're the other Zach. So.
Did you know that back in 1962, Zach Sharp wasn't alive?
Ooh,
Good to
okay.
know.
Good one.
That's
Good
good.
one. Yeah.
That's good. We'll give you that one, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. On the fly, just can't do
Yeah.
it. But
Yep.
those cold temperatures are definitely going to be a slap in the face for sure because we all haven't felt this cold this early in quite some time. I know, actually the random fact was Chicago, it's been 146 years since it's been this cold this early in November.
And then you got geniuses like myself. Walked out of my house this morning in Minnesota, not my place here in Ames. Left my winter coat somewhere in my room, so it's going to be a rough week.
You guys don't believe in winter coats in Minnesota. You just slice open a bear and hop inside, right?
I don't know where you got that one, but okay.
I got that from Star Wars. I thought that was the same thing. Star Wars, Minnesota, people, same.
Hoth looks the same. Shouldn't you be used to the cold weather up there in Minnesota?
You would think, but nah.
I guess 18 degrees feels cold no matter how many times you've seen it or
18
not.
degrees. Now, what wind chill factors? What are the winds going to be looking like at the end of the week?
That is actually a good question, and tune in Wednesday, and I'm sure Zach Sharp, speak of the devil, he will be here, and he'll have all those details for you as
with the random fact of the day.
All right.
As we get into our final show for the semester. We should
Yep,
also
and
mention.
one quick other note is starting in January, Size Eyes on the Skies will be moving to a new time. We're hoping that you'll be able to join us at 6 p.m. right here on Greenlee TV. And
I can't even make the 6:05 time. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get here at 6.
So then that means we probably won't be seeing a whole bunch of that guy then.
Zach's going to be gone. So is Zach Sharp.
All right, well, that's all we have time for right now. Thanks for tuning in to Size Eyes on the Skies. We'll see you Wednesday.